This is 2 Minutes Together, a ministry of Central Lutheran Church, Eugene, Oregon. I'm Vicar Ben. This week, in our gospel reading, we have Jesus' high priestly prayer, where Jesus prays for the future followers, or we sometimes say Jesus prays for the church. There's a lot of ways to understand this prayer. I'd like to explore just one with you. In this prayer, Jesus speaking to God the Creator and saying, "Make them one as we are one." That might be hard for us to fathom. What does it mean for us to be one the way Jesus and God the Creator are one? I'm not sure we really know. But then when it goes farther, Jesus expresses that through a discussion of love. And we often hear that, and sometimes we could think, oh, here Jesus is giving us an ethical charge to love one another. And there are multiple times when Jesus does give us that ethical charge of loving one another. But here in this prayer, Jesus is not giving a charge to the church. He's praying for the church. He's asking God, enact that love in them. It's an exhortation, but not an exhortation to us, but an exhortation for God to be working in us. And so what does that mean? Let us all be one. Well, we might not be able to fathom that fully, but Jesus looks at that as love that is enacted by God in our lives. So does being one mean that everything's going to go along smoothly and we'll never have conflict? Well, no. We live in this broken world. But it's God's action among us in the midst of that pain, in the midst of that brokenness. God's love comes forward. And again, there are a lot of ways to think about that. But I'd like to invite us to think about this in this one sense for this week. How God is acting in our lives and how God's action, that grace, is expressed to others through us and expressed to us through others. This is 2 Minutes Together. I'm Vicar Ben.